Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Daria, and today's yoga practice is a hands-free and wrist-free class. This was a requested video, and I think that it fits really nicely with this month's theme of navigating change. So this class is all about adapting to your current circumstances. Yoga can be really challenging on our wrists and our hands specifically, and so sometimes we need to adapt our practice to listen to what our bodies are telling us. This class is definitely going to be a bit challenging on the lower body as well as the core, and all you'll need is yourself and someplace to move. And whenever you're ready, let's go ahead and get into it. We'll start today from standing at the top of our mats. So climb your way up to your feet. Bring your toes either to touch, or you can keep the feet hips distance, whatever's feeling the most strong and stable for you today. Bring your palms to meet in front of your heart and softly close your eyes. Let's take a few moments here. Settle into the foundation. Try to feel as though your feet are pressing firmly to the earth beneath you, and see if you can get really sensitive through the soles of your feet, feeling the texture of the mat into all of your toes as they spread wider and then anchor deeper. And create a lift through the arches of your feet, and then feel that lift ripple all the way up through the lines of your legs into your pelvis. From there, grow taller through your spine, elongating all the way up through the crown of your head, and then broaden your collarbones as you slide your shoulders down your back, opening the heart space. Take a few breaths here, feeling the flow of the air through your full body as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, feel a cleansing effect with your exhale. As if you're eroding away any tension, any stories from your day so far, anything that's distracting you from the present moment, let it go on the stream of your breath. Let's take another big full inhalation through the nose. And an exhale, let it go. Take one last moment here to set an intention for your practice today. Let it be anything that comes to mind, and let it feel really authentic and rooted from your heart. Good. Begin to blink your eyes open, and then softly float your fingertips down beside your thighs. Take a big inhale, root through your feet, circle your fingertips out to the side, then all the way up overhead. Draw your palms to touch and lift your gaze up toward your thumbs, creating a super subtle back bend. As you exhale, keep the length in your spine. Just draw your elbows down as if you're drawing your arms toward your pelvis. Breathe in. Exhale and fold forward. Big swan dive. Stretch your fingertips out wide and bow your heart toward your toes. Now here, if your feet aren't hip distance, go ahead and separate them there now. You can bring your fingertips to the mat as needed. And then bring your hands to the back of your head, interlacing them there. You can take your thumbs to the back of your neck and gently massage that space, encouraging the full spine to drop, encouraging the weight of your head to fall heavier toward the earth. Sway gently from side to side, feeling liquid motion in your spine. The knees can be super bent here. Maybe they're micro bent. Take whatever you need. Try to listen from the inside out. Release your hands. Let's take a roll all the way up to stand, hollowing through your core. So one vertebra stacks on top of the next, all the way back up to your strong standing posture. Lift your head, soften your shoulders. Take an inhale. Circle your fingertips out, then all the way up overhead. Lift your gaze towards your thumbs, and then exhale, draw your palms to meet in front of your heart. And root solidly down through your right foot, and as you inhale, draw your left knee up toward your chest. Try to curl it in as tightly as possible. Contract through your core, and then squeeze your left thigh toward your heart. Inhale here. As you exhale, glide your left foot to skim the mat, and then come all the way to airplane pose, but keep your palms together in front of your heart. Draw your shoulder blades down your back. Create a cinching effect through your waist so that your heart space can inflate and stretch toward the top of your mat. Then with an even opposite action, stretch your left toes back behind you. Spread all your toes wide. Feel how this creates more energy through the back line of the left leg. Inhale here. As you exhale, rise all the way back up to stand. Dig down into the right heel and stretch your left knee in towards your chest. Inhale. Exhale, glide it back. Warrior 3 or airplane with the palms still in prayer. If you're wobbling, if you're finding your balance, that's great. Try to feel all 4 corners of your right foot digging to the earth. Inhale. Exhale, keep the core connected as you rise back up to stand. Just one more time, draw the left knee into your heart space. And then exhale, stretch the left toes back behind you. Press right hand and left hand together. Glide your left toes back. This time we'll bend deeply into the right knee and see how softly you can step your left toes back behind you, coming into a big lunge shape. As you inhale, circle your arms open so that the left fingertips stretch forward and the right fingertips stretch toward the back of your mat. Twist. Feel as though your left heel is hovering directly above the ball of the left foot. Then draw your belly button to your spine and start to revolve your torso toward the right. Maybe the gaze floats back over the right fingertips. Pull your outer right hip slightly back and stretch your left hip flexor, the front of the hip, toward the top of your mat. Take one more inhale. Elongate, stretch out through your fingertips. As you exhale, swivel your torso back to center, palms meet in front of your heart. Softly as possible, bend deeply into both knees and see if you can lower your left knee down to the mat behind you. So the knee comes all the way down. As you inhale, stretch your fingertips up toward the sky. Anjaneyasana. You can keep the back toes tucked so that you can magnetize your feet. Then as you exhale, bring your palms to interlace over the top of your right thigh. Take a big inhale here. Exhale, hollow through your core. Draw your belly button back towards your spine. Pull your right heel towards your left knee. So the right knee is stacked directly over the ankle. Then press into your palms and bow your chin towards your chest so you feel a deep stretch through the front of the left leg and the hip flexor. Breathe into what you're feeling, cultivating a steady and strong Ujjayi pranayama. In and out through the nose. Rise your head back up. Press your right palm down to the top of your right thigh, and then kick your left heel in towards your sitting bone. Circle your left arm around and grab for your foot from the inside. Now here, you can stay up on the right palm, or maybe soften your right elbow to the top of right thigh. Now, keep squeezing your inner thighs toward the midline and see if you can magnetize your left heel toward your sitting bone, creating a really active stretch into your left thigh. Breathe into the intensity. If what you're experiencing is intense, can you match that intensity with the quality of your breath? And then find something to relax. Even in effort, even in intensity, there's always something we can let go. Maybe it's the face. Often, for me, it's the face, or the jaw, or the mouth. Sink deeper, one more breath. Release the left foot back behind you. Tuck your toes. Bring your palms together at heart center. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, drive down into both of your feet and lift your left knee without using your hands. Good. Inhale here. Exhale, step forward into the right foot. Knee drives up into the chest. Inhale here. Exhale, eagle. Thread the left leg over the top of the right, sinking deeply into your knees, and then circle the right arm under the left. Palms can meet together in front of your nose, or you can take a bear hug if that's feeling better on your shoulders. Find one steady point to focus your gaze. Keep your core connected here as your hips sink deeper and your elbows and fingertips stretch high to the sky, deepening the sensation between your shoulder blades. One more inhale. Exhale, sink and sink and sink. Inhale, rise back up to stand. Softly step your left foot down beside your right. Keep the feet hips distance apart. Turn your toes to face out, palms to meet in front of your heart, and then softly lower to Malasana. Sink your hips down between your heels. Take a couple of rocks here, side to side. You can even lift one heel and then the other, opening through the hips. Let it be sweet and easy. You don't have to worry about sinking super deeply into your lowest squat. And just massage more space through your body with the breath. Inhale. As you exhale, reach your arms forward. See if you can sink your hips all the way down to the mat without using your palms. If you need to, fingertips can come down beside you. From here, Navasana. Lift your legs, flex your feet. The knees can be parallel to the earth. Palms can stretch forward, or maybe the hands come to the backs of your hamstrings. If you'd like a little more sensation, a little more intensity, you can stretch your toes all the way up toward the sky and maybe reach your biceps beside your ears. Inhale. Stay for your exhale. Flex your toes, charge through your quads, drive your inner thighs together. Take one more inhale, elongate. Then as you exhale, draw your heels in super close to your sitting bones. We're gonna see if we can come all the way back to stand without using the hands. So inhale to prepare. As you exhale, heels come in, lean your torso forward. See if you can come right back to your Malasana. If you are having a bit of difficulty with that transition today, that's totally fine. It is a tough one, so you're always welcome to use your fingertips to the earth. Just for the purposes of this practice, try to avoid placing any weight onto your wrists or your hands. Inhale in Malasana, and then exhale, softly, sweetly fold forward. Let's take a chest expansion. Interlace your fingers at the base of your spine, and then bring the heels of your hands together. Keep a micro bend in your elbows as you slide your knuckles up toward the sky, drawing your shoulders down your back, opening the heart space. A couple of sweet breaths here into the back line of your body. Breathe down your legs, breathe down your spine. Release your grip, and we'll roll all the way back up to stand with a hollow belly. As you reach the top, take an inhale, circle your fingertips wide, all the way up overhead. Lift your gaze toward your thumbs, and then exhale, draw your palms to meet in front of your heart. And press down into your left foot, all four corners, and as you inhale, draw your right knee into your chest. How tightly can you squeeze your thigh to your torso without using your hands? Inhale here. As you exhale, keep the right leg a little bit bent, flex your foot, and then glide your toes all the way to the back of your mat. Activate the back line of right leg and dive your torso forward while keeping the heart space lifted and elevated. Notice if you're rolling to the outer edge of your left foot, can you press more through the big toe mound? If it's the opposite, if your foot's rolling inward, press more through the pinky toe side. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, drive down from left glute to heel, rise back up to one-legged Tadasana. Pull your right knee toward your chest, elevate through your spine. Big inhale. Exhale, glide back. Right toes stretch to the back of your mat, heart stretches forward. Once you arrive, inhale, drive your belly button to your spine. Continue to elongate always through the lines. Exhale, rise back up to stand. Just one more time. Pull your right knee to your chest. Take a big inhale. And then exhale, glide your right toes back behind you. Come through your warrior three with the airplane, or with the palms in prayer. And then this time, step your right toes all the way back behind you, deeply bending the left knee. And as you inhale, circle your arms open wide, creating a twist. The left fingertips stretch to the back of the mat, right fingertips stretch forward. Feel your big toe mounds press to the earth. From that space, create a full body lift, growing your heart, growing your spine, then maintaining the length, deepen the twist. Outer left hip pulls back, right hip pulls forward, gaze floats over the left fingertips. One more inhale here. Stay for your exhale. Revolve back to face the top of the mat with your heart. Palms meet in prayer. Inhale here. Exhale, deeply bend both knees and softly, softly, slowly, slowly land your right knee to the mat behind you. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Fingertips reach toward the sky, follow them with your gaze, and then exhale, bring your palms to interlace over the top of your left thigh. Now here, avoid sinking down into your left hip, but rather pull your feet together until the left knee stacks over the left ankle. Inhale. Exhale, curl in, hollow through your core as if the belly button is being magnetized back toward your spine. And then drop your chin toward your chest. Press into your palms so much that you create a dome effect between your shoulder blades. And breathe into the intensity, the stretch in the right hip. Lift your head. Keep the left hand where it is, pressing softly to the top of the left thigh, and then draw your right heel in towards your sitting bone. Reach back to grab for the inside of the right foot, and then stay and breathe. If this is really uncomfortable on your back knee, you can always bring in a prop to soften the space beneath you, maybe a blanket or a towel, something to come between your knee and the earth. Maybe lower to the left elbow. If you like, you can play with swiveling on the heel of your palm so that your right fingertips point forward, and then activate your bicep as you draw your heel in closer to your sitting bone. Last inhale. Exhale, release. Tuck your right toes behind you. Palms return to prayer. The feet are hips distance apart. Prepare, then as you exhale, drive down into your feet. Rise back up to a high crescent lunge. Inhale. Exhale, press into the left foot. Step all the way forward, driving the right knee in toward your chest. Inhale. Exhale, Garudasana, eagle. Thread the right leg over the left. Right arm under the left. Palms meet together in front of your face, and then sink deeply into the sensation. Allow this process to be slow. There's no rush to find your depth. And let it be an exploration of all of this space. And see how interesting you can find all of the sensations on your journey to sink deeper and deeper and deeper. Unwind, unthread. Softly step your right foot down beside the left, hips distance apart. Then lift your toes, spin them to face out. Find your balance as you do so. Palms meet in prayer. Inhale here. Exhale, sink to Malasana all the way down, big squat. This time, drive your elbows to your inner thighs and then press your inner thighs lightly to your elbows. Find what works for you. Maybe the feet need to widen slightly. Maybe a more narrow stance feels better for you. Keep the heart lifted and the spine long. Inhale. Exhale, reach forward through your fingertips. See if you can come to a seat without using your hands. Good. This time, stretch your feet forward to the top of the mat. Bring your hands to the fronts of your shins. Let's take an inhale. Widen your knees. Lift your heart toward the sky. Let your gaze follow. And then as you exhale, draw in, rounding your spine, hollowing the core. You can pull gently on the fronts of your shins to hollow even more through the core. Then inhale, lift your heart, elongate, reach your gaze toward the sky. Exhale, draw in. Create more space between all of your vertebrae. Imagine that they're stretching out. Rise back up with a neutral spine. Reach your fingertips forward. Let's take a slow lower down to lie on our backs. Lowering for 10. For 9, challenge your core. For 8. For 7, feel something activating. 6. For 5, then dig deeper to that activation. For 4. Last 3, you can do it. Shoulder blades are off the mat. For 2. For 1. And release all the way down. Draw your right knee in towards your chest and grab for the front of your shin. Maybe extend the left toes all the way forward to the top of your mat. If it feels good, you can massage the hip in circles, drawing the right knee in and then out and around. If you do take circles, make sure to balance. Find circles in the opposite direction as well. Take an inhale, pull your knee toward your shoulder, and on your exhale, find supine twist. Gently cross your right knee over the midline of your body, stacking right hip over left, and then you can open your arms out to a cactus or a T shape, whatever feels good. See if you can draw your right shoulder down to the earth, and it's okay if the knee that is crossed is hovering away from the earth. And then soften and surrender down to gravity. Allow your body to melt to the earth beneath you, releasing any holding, any unnecessary gripping or tension. Come back through center, hug your right knee in one more time, and then switch it out. Left knee pulls in toward your chest. Maybe you keep the sole of right foot stamped to the earth, or maybe stretch out through the right thigh. Take some easy, gentle circles through your hip crease if that feels good, and send your breath right to that space. And then draw in one last time on an inhale. On the exhale, find supine twist, thread left leg over the top of right. You can readjust as you need. Sometimes it can help to press into the backs of your arms and the back of your head. Lift your heart slightly, elongate through the spine, and then relax the back of your heart again to the earth. And feel the rotation in your spine, the slow sequential revolution from your low back, through the middle back, into the shoulders, and maybe even the neck and the head. And roll back through center. And draw your left knee in, and then bring your right knee to meet it. Take a couple rock and rolls up and down the length of your spine. Massage your back. And then find your way all the way to lie on your back. Draw your knees in tightly toward your chest. Keep your head lifted as you wrap your forearms around your shins, and see if you can bring your forehead to your knees. And contract through your core. Squeeze all your muscles. Point your toes. Clench your face even. Take an inhale into all this contraction. On your exhale, big expansion, Shavasana. Relax your toes toward the wide edges of the mat, allowing them to flare open. And then bring your hands down beside you, tops of the hands to the earth, palms of the hands receptive toward the sky. And allow yourself this time to rest, to absorb all of the circulation, all the benefits of your movement practice today. Begin to come back to deep, full breaths, bringing your awareness to your physical sensations, noticing any tingly, buzzy, almost caffeinated sensations moving through your body. And then begin to wiggle fingers and toes. You can roll out the wrists and the ankles, which might feel good. When you're ready, stretch out nice and long, pointing your toes forward, reaching your arms back, creating a slight arch in your back. And then roll to a side, fetal pose. Drop the head to the bicep, drop your palms to the earth. And then rise back up to a seat, staying conscious of how much pressure you're placing down into the palms and into the wrists as you do so. Try to be gentle with those spaces. Find your way to Sukhasana, an easy seat, letting your knees drop open wide, letting your sitting bones root to the earth. Bring your palms to meet in front of your heart. Take a moment to acknowledge yourself and your body, feeling the effects of your practice one last time. And lift your thumbs up to your third eye and bow forward. Namaste. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today. I hope that you enjoyed this hands-free, wrist-free class, something a little bit different. And if your wrists are feeling sore, this is a great one to come back to. I hope that you have a really awesome rest of your day or your night. If you're not already, you can subscribe to my channel down below. That really supports me. But I will see you very soon in another practice. Bye.